guys, Logan here, and today I'm here to give you guys my review for a movie I went to see yesterday, Den of Thieves, which stars Gerald Bulter, 50 Cent, and many others in this film. So let's get right into what the story for this movie is about. This movie is about two gangs clashing against each other, one of them being a gang of ex-military guys who use their expertise and tactic skills to track down the bank robbery gang led by Ray Merriman, the character who leads the gang into robbing the most unrobbed bank in America, the Federal Revenue Bank or whatever, I forgot. That's basically what this movie is. It's pretty much a heist crime thriller. Now, I didn't get into the whole story of what this movie's about because it felt like one of those few movies that I've actually reviewed before that when I tell the story of what this movie's about, it's kind of spoiler-ish, so I'm going to avoid many plot details for this film. So, what did I think of Den of Thieves? It was better than I thought it was going to be because I walked into this film thinking it's going to be a very cliche, typical crime drama thriller that we kind of see before. Pain, ripping off or taking things from other previous crime thriller films that have been done in the past and just stuff like that. But even though this film kind of does that, it didn't do those things in a way that was really annoying and repetitive and very stupid and all that stuff. This film actually did those things and made them entertaining enough to watch. And that's pretty much one of the biggest positives I will say for Den of Thieves. A lot of people in this film, including Gerald Bulter as Nick O'Brien, were really good in this film. Gerald Bulter was the one that actually carried the movie for me. He's not like the kind of action badass hero / anti-hero that you would normally root for in action films like this, but in this film you actually do get to root for him, as well as the other gang that he and his gang of ex-military men get to go up against. You're kind of rooting for both gangs fighting against each other, but for different reasons, and that's what I thought this movie handled so well. It gives you the options of which game to root for a specific reason and just stuff like that. I thought that was, like I said, handled very well. The action sequences I thought were really entertaining, and that's very cliche for me to say, but it's really true when I say this, because the action sequences that they were done very well to the point where they're actually very good. And they're very much what made this film worth watching. The story I thought was also interesting, although it kind of does sound like a story that has been done in other films like this. Having two groups of people going up against each other for one simple task, which I'm pretty sure we hadn't seen a film like that before. Yeah, I don't think we ever seen a film that actually has that kind of story. And the heist aspect about this film alone made this film more watchable than most average mediocre rip-off films from original or not original, just very classic crime thriller films and stuff like that, like Speed, which I hadn't watched. So there were a lot other things I like about this film that I cannot really mention because I want to make this relatively short. With all that being said, let's get down to the negatives. This film was really long, and that's because of the pacing and the runtime of this film, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes long. I feel like it could have been at least 1 hour and 52 minutes. Because there were certain scenes throughout the entire film that feel like they could have been cut out of the film. One having to do with the storyline of Gerald Bulter's family, and just that story time about his family. It kind of dragged the movie for me, because I didn't really care so much about that storyline, as well as a couple of characters that I don't really care for all that much. Besides all of that, this film was enough to be watched by even by people who don't watch a lot of heist films all that much, myself included. So that was very good, I guess. If I really could describe this film in just one word alone, it would be fun. It's not like a terrible, awful action thriller that is ripping off or cash-grabbing a few good elements from like a few classic crime thriller films like I mentioned before. So I guess if you kind of liked heist films or just action films in general, you will like this one, I guess. And if you like to be entertained, this film will do it for you. Guarantee it. I'm going to give Den of Thieves a silver medal of honor. This film was more relatively decent than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't as bland and forgettable and dull and a very cash grab-ish inducing, I should say, film than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't like that at all. Anyway, guys, I have one update that I want to give you guys on. Now, I've done 2 series of movie reviews here on my channel. The Star Wars reviews and Liam Neeson reviews. I've done 2 series of movie reviews. And one of my New Year's resolutions for this year that I actually didn't even get a chance to make it as one of my New Year's resolutions is doing more series of movie reviews for a few of upcoming films. Ones like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers Infinity War, Black Panther, and Fantastic Beasts 2, and a few other films coming out this year. And one of those films that I will be leading up a series of movie reviews is going to be leading up to Ready Player One. And the series leading up to that film is for Steven Spielberg films. That's right, I'm going to be covering a select few of Steven Spielberg films, ones that he had directed, like I said, leading up to Ready Player One. And the first Steven Spielberg film that I will kick off in my Steven Spielberg series of reviews is going to be for one of the 1970s film, Jaws. I'm going to be watching that film for the first time ever, and my review for that film will be on January 26th, the same day that Maze Runner: The Death Cure comes out. So you will get my review for Jaws on that day, and then you will get my review for Maze Runner: The Death Cure the next day after. So yeah, that's all the updates I will give you guys for now. So anyway, guys, that is my review for Den of Thieves. If you guys enjoyed my review, please click the like button, and if you have already saw this movie in theaters, comment down below to let me know what you think of it. Did you like it? Did you thought it was okay, or did you not like it? And if you enjoyed what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. Peace!